Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Come on in. Yeah, this is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for Pisces. I do want to say a couple things before we get into this reading today. I have to be honest, I have been trying to get my readings out for several days now, but I have not been in that mode. Some of the things that are coming out is affecting everyone, right? These Epstein files. I do feel like what it comes down to, they want us to feel like it's a hopeless situation. They want us to, they're really buckling down these darker energies on this planet. And it's like, there's really no one word to explain it except horrific, devastating. It makes me angry and sad. It's just, I thought I could comprehend almost everything considering what I've been through. And, this isn't even it. There's still 3 million files that they're hiding. Yeah. So what I have noticed, as I've been researching, I had to give it a rest for a couple days, literally, and you may want to too, because it's going to definitely wear you down. So be choosy when you watch and then balance it out with a comedy or something cool, anything, because it will play on your psyche. Okay. And that's what they want. So apparently, I'm about not giving them what they want. So stay cool, stay balanced. No matter what happens wherever you are, if there's a lot of chaos, be present. Stay aligned, go within. Don't let it affect you. There's going to be times for everyone in different ways, shapes, and forms. So it's times to be more than discerning. you know what I have noticed from the research that I've done is they're going to research these files to death. Okay, they're going to be doing this for years. You're going to hear it from so many different opinions. Okay, this is what's so fucked up, and then the AI thing to play into it is really a lot. But what I've noticed out of a lot of this is one video will say, what's going on. There's a lot of things redacted. There's a lot of, but whatever, they'll be playing. And then if I notice that when I get on to a certain other video, they've already diagnosed this one to be true or untrue. So now, and that's going to be very confusing for people. So if you're going to watch these videos and these news reports and these documentaries, and all of the shit that's going on right now, you must be balanced, because like I was saying, I thought I had it going on and I could watch these, informative conspiracy channels and news broadcasts, and it worked on me to the point where I'm actually 2 days late getting these videos out now. And I'm even shaking because it really upsets me, that this shit is real. It's going down, and it's like, all right, let's fucking do this. Let's fucking do this. And we can. Hi, everybody watching. Hello. I have noticed, I see your video, Matthew. Go MAGA. This to me, on my end of this, it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat, because it's all of them. It's all of them. It's everywhere. It's in every goddamn fucking town, state. It dwindles and it's everywhere. We have got to find a way to stop funding this shit. There has to be a way, right? So anyway, as these energies and things that are playing out right before our eyes in real time, okay, I want you to stay balanced. Please do your research. I think that this is another important thing, is if this shit does not come out, it'll never go away. See, we have to let it come out. We have to, no matter how difficult, right? It has to. And that's the whole thing with Gaia changing right now, right? These things have to come to light, no matter how devastating they can be. All right, so I hope I covered everything that I wanted to get out. But we're going to get into the energies now of everyone, Pisces. Just be cool, man. There's a lot of shit in this world, and it's real. It's real. I'm getting the goosebumps again. It's really the last couple days. I'm already, it's bothering me. So I'm going to try and put it behind me now. Close that door of conversation. And now we're going to get into my reading. Spirit guides, universe, angels, ancestors, friends of Pisces who may have crossed over, the higher galactic beings that may be overseeing this act of divination after all, and the ascended masters, please come in today and help give us a message for their best and highest good in a way that we can all understand. Please and thank you. Understanding just came out, and resentment. Somebody resents you because you understand, or what? This is what we're talking about, okay, Pisces? Something about understanding. We're not understanding anything because nobody's under anyone. We're equals in this respect, okay? Resentment, and that's in the present. Somebody resents you maybe, or you do them. I don't know how that's going to play out. You can flip and flop it. Genders and energies each and every time you feel fit. I now have no political view whatsoever. I know I said I was going to stop talking about this, but I have none. I've lost all of them. I don't care who they are. I don't care who steps forth. I don't give a shit. Anyway, optimistic, being optimistic. This is in your present. After the resentment that's going on, understanding. Divination, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Finding out truths. Maybe some of you have gifts. You're looking into it. Maybe you're fearful of it, right? Hope, fear, challenge, and hope. It's going to depend on all of you. But I do feel like somebody does have gifts here. They do have gifts. Show me somebody here. That's what it's talking about. Anyway, show me what I need to see, please, and thank you. Blackmail. Great. Somebody blackmailing somebody. Somebody that's resentful. Probably. Because people that aren't resentful aren't really in that energy, are they? I'm going to get more of the vibe here before we get into my tarot. Show me what I need to see. It's flying out. Nightlife, striptease, gambling, and Vegas. Somebody was living in the fast lane there. Something about that Sin City, Vegas vibe. Maybe somebody's gambling. I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody. Maybe we're just taking chances, right? Somebody took chances. Drowning, over your head, overextended, and or rock bottom. So something about that, and resentment is right there under that card. Understanding the gambling, the nightlife, the Sin City vibe. Somebody's drowning from that. They're understanding what happened. Smell the roses. Slow down. Take some time for you and get out in nature. No shit. This is crowning you. This is about empowerment on my channel, no matter what the times say. We're going to keep on. This is when Lightworkers and StarSeeds get to their stations. They're being called, you know. They're being called to their stations right now. Okay? Somebody needs to look at the good side. or try to be, because I feel like somebody's very pessimistic with that optimistic card out there, right? Show me what I need to see. Soulmate and recharge. All right, something with divination, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. This person, there's friendship, could be a twin flame or a romantic partner. Divination right there. This could be family for someone. It's going to depend. So you're going to have to place it. Okay. Something about that. Recharge, breathe, let go, clear your mind. I just said, stay in the present. It's going to be very, very, very important for the upcoming months and years, actually. So this year's a doozy. You know, I said that in the beginning of the year. We're going to expect a lot of shit to go down. And it's already going down. But somebody, whatever that blackmail is, you need to balance. You don't have to go along with the blackmail, right? Maybe that's something. Let go of the blackmail with this friendship, twin flame, romantic partner type vibe. I'm not sure how that's going to play out with you guys yet. I'm going to start with my English tarot. And I haven't used this in a long time. It's a very pretty deck. So sorry, guys. My other decks are more for you. You can hold your horses. Two of Wands and the Empress. Yeah, somebody made plans. Somebody knew something in the past. They understood something around this gambling nightlife kind of vibe. Empress here. This is the most abundant card in the deck, right? Could be spiritually even. It doesn't mean monetary, but it could. But this is like, could be a matriarch, could be a mom, doesn't have to be, but somebody resents somebody here and they're drowning. They feel like they're drowning in over their head. This Empress made plans. They understood something. High Priestess reversed. This is you, Pisces. Reversed. Now, technically, this could be you. This could be them as well. Okay? But when it's reversed, it's like they don't want to know. They don't, they either, this, especially with this resentment card here, they either refuse this energy, deny it, or what, or that's what this blackmail is about. But you're trying to stay optimistic in the next couple weeks. Yes? We're going to stay as positive as possible in these times, right? Get out in nature, slow down a little bit, recharge, right? We do need, I know I live in the Northern Hemisphere, right? I'm in New Hampshire. A lot of us need to get out more because it's deep, dead winter, you know, snow day after snow day, you know? So it would be good. In fact, I need to take my own advice there. I need to get the hell out of the house too once in a while. Knight of Cups, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Now this is empathy. This could be apologies or something. Divination right over it. Somebody has their feelers out. Could be a water sign. Now, Pisces, I know you're a water sign, but could it also maybe pertain to Scorpio or Cancer? But something about divination, okay? This card, this horse is looking right at the High Priestess reversed. He's actually facing her, right? Queen of Pentacles reversed, blackmail. Yeah, there's some sort of abandonment issues or neglect. Somebody neglected somebody. Yeah. They want to blackmail somebody, possibly. We need to let go of this energy, Pisces. That's what it's saying in front of you. This could also be having trouble with money. Usually the Queen of Pentacles, when it's upright, is very nurturing, giving. I would take that vibe as not minding to help people, you know, it's just very, you know, but when it's reversed, somebody wants to blackmail possibly this Empress High Priestess. All right. Five of Pentacles over here, with the nightlife, gamble, strip tease, Vegas vibe, right? There's inner standing right under this with that gambling, nightlife, Sin City vibe. And somebody made a decision. There's the Five of Pentacles. I feel like it was a very disabling situation, or it could be. I feel like somebody feels like the outcast, or this very well could be a scapegoat or something. I'm feeling. I don't always get that with this card, but I am now. But I feel like on manipulation and all of that, it's very sad. It's very disappointing. Queen of Cups down with the Empress over it. They're very, very hateful. They do resent this Empress High Priestess vibe all the way around. Somebody's drowning. They're in over their head. 10 of Cups. It's all about the happy home, dead center in the reading. It's all about family. It's all about being emotionally happy and content, and you know, having the relationships of it. Being optimistic, however, with this, with the High Priestess down. Somebody's being optimistic. I like it. Okay. See, we all have to forgive, right? They always say that. They always say, you got to forgive. But what they don't tell you is that you really do need to go through the yuck and the muck first. You need to get rid of the resentment, the anger, possibly the guilt, the shame, whatever it is, cry it out, kick it out. You got to get through that shit first. And that takes time. It's over time that we learn to forgive, because it's not always so easy just like that, right? So there's something there for somebody that could be very relevant for somebody. King of Pentacles. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles down and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, this twin flame, I'm picking up twin flame now because it's a very difficult relationship. But I feel like this King of Pentacles could be, could have money, right? The King of Pentacles is king of his kingdom, right? But maybe this Knight of Cups, this is the hope, fear, challenge, and homework column. Maybe the apology, this King of Pentacles needs to apologize. Something about divination. Something, someone sees. See, this High Priestess in my readings are still, reversed or not, the meaning is still there. And look how beautiful that is, right? They can refuse it and deny it, but this person is still that person. Four of Pentacles down, letting go of the abandonment, neglect issues, letting go of the blackmail, right? Whatever that was to you or is to you, let go, clear your mind, recharge, right? Get out in nature. Take a nice walk. That's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go for a walk and clear my mind. Yeah, see, people on this end of the camera, it still affects us, you know? We're not any different than you guys out there. Grand Rising, Monique. Grand Rising. To your stations. Everyone's being called to their stations. Starseeds, Lightworkers. I can hear it. And it's time to be in that spiritual warrior vibe out of all of this shit. Right? 9 of Cups, 10 of Swords. Okay, so wish fulfillment. Yeah, somebody made plans or is trying to make plans through this very sad or depleting kind of energy with the inner standing and gambling nightlife. Somebody used, maybe they just went out a lot, you know, they went out a lot to escape or something, because this is in the past. Whatever that may mean for you or not, I don't know. 10 of Swords. Is it the resentment, the drowning? It's painful. It sucks. 10 of Swords. rock bottom. Resentment, overextended. They want this Empress in rock bottom. And they're thinking of blackmailing this person. That's what I'm getting so far. This person, you know, if you're dealing with a true high priestess energy, male or female, I don't care. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. How's it working for you? Obviously, the shit that you did in the past didn't work, but you know, they just keep on keeping on, and I'll be damned if that's not the devil energy. They just don't quit. Temperance reverse, very, very out of balance, unhealed, impatient, reckless, and being optimistic all at the same time. So maybe this isn't really about you. And I do remember through your readings, are you in between this? Some of you, not all of you, but some of you are in between this nightmare, right? Somebody's trying to blackmail somebody. The High Priestess. I'm sorry, I have to laugh because they are the most protected people on this planet right now. Magician, 8 of Cups. Divination. Somebody has a little magic in their bag of tricks. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework column. But, you know, this card represents a lot of things. You know, it represents you as the creator, right? Yeah, return to sender, all right. It's happening. It's happening. The more light that is shed, the more information that we get is diminishing them every moment. So we have got to remember that, you know, we have to be real, right? Anyway, divination, yeah, there is definitely magic afoot. However, you may be wanting friendship or something out of this. Oops, I need the bottom. Yeah, the death card. It's over, Rover. It's over, Rover. Very scorpionic energy. Yeah, this is about rebirth, however. You can't have an ending without an immediate beginning. It has to, you know, right? Because it just doesn't make sense without it. Because now it's a new beginning without that. So it just immediately, right? Morphing those energies as well into power. The sadness, the disappointment, the regret, the resentment, morphing that into your own true power. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. 8 of Cups. Nobody wants to deal with it. Somebody wants to walk away. It's not fulfilling you anymore. They're blackmailing somebody, or they want to. I don't feel like that you really want to be part of it. Or if you are part of it, maybe you're having second thoughts about it, right? Go clear your mind, Pisces. Go take a nice walk or anything. If you're a skier right now, we have some great snow available. If you're a snowmobiler, whatever, a fisherman, ice fishing's huge here in New Hampshire, right? We just had a derby, which a friend of mine won first place. It was like 25 grand first place. They take it seriously up here. All right, so I'm going to switch over to my, what deck is this? My Wild Unknown. I'm sorry, I have a lot of decks. This is my Wild Unknown. 3 of Swords down. Well, we have the 10 of Swords right here. Now we have the 3 of Swords down. All depression. Yeah, leave it. Get over. It is depressive. We need to work through that. But this pain happened a long time ago, I feel. Somebody's starting to understand and make plans now. Maybe things are starting to come together, right? 6 of Cups reversed. There is a lot of trauma here in all kinds of ways, I feel. Maybe you have trauma with your mom or somebody that was a mother figure, or it could be, you know, trauma in every way being represented, but the resentment, don't resent somebody, you know, it's not good. Things are the way they are. This is the hard part, is getting through dealing with the absolute truth, because it's painful, right? Now, on the other hand, this could be signifying like an empress type figure that's drowning. Okay, maybe the matriarch, could be an Oma, a grandma. I'm not sure. Now there is achievements here being recognized. This is right next to the High Priestess reversed. No, I don't know if you were on my video, Pamela. When I first started the video, I had a very, very important message for people. And I think that's going to be in many ways as well. So you may want to rewind that and see that part before you... So this is publicly recognized, right? Somebody rebirthed. See the butterfly? They transformed with that death card, right? Now they're flying high with those beautiful blue wings, right? But on the other hand, it's there is a group of people, however, that is against this High Priestess vibe, male or female, I don't care. Being optimistic through this, however, is you know, what we're working on, right? Trying to be positive. You don't have to stay on everybody's side. You know, you can make up your own mind, you know. I know they teach us in society, you know, like this ganging up on people or whatever, you know. Some of it is hazing. That hazing shit in universities, that's wicked. They don't even realize how wicked it is. Anywho, it is painful. Ding, 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 ding. Second ton of swords on the table. Things are definitely over. They're definitely over. It's painful. But look at that animal. How many times was it stabbed? Backstabbed. Over and over and over. I feel like somebody was not just chewed up and spit out, but they were chewed up, spit out, thrown under the bus, you know, kicked while they were down, and then they were left for dead. That's what I feel out of that 10 of Swords, which is pretty brutal. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. We got a lot of 10s on the table, man. If somebody plays poker, yeah. Anywho, this is about stability. It is about home. It is about the DNA, the roots, like the ancestral roots. Something about through the family. Something, this could be inheritances or something. And Queen of Pentacles, they want to blackmail, I'm going to say this High Priestess energy. They don't want to give the inheritance to this High Priestess. They're going to keep it. They want to blackmail her or him. They don't think they deserve it or what? Daughter of Cups here. This is reflection. This person, we're all somebody's daughter or son. Yeah. So 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. Disabling situation. You know, this daughter or son reflected on the situation. Maybe they had to rehabilitate, like recover, you know, they had to recover from all of this pain and I want to say what manipulations, because in your psyche, it fucks your psyche up. You know, you got to heal through that shit, right? It's all about being balanced, mind, body, and spirit, right? Being healthy, being cool. They hate this person now, but somebody's being optimistic. Somebody hates this person. And I feel like it's that group. Second 2 of Wands on the table. Ding, 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 ding. Father of Cups down, 2 of Wands down. But we have 2 of Wands over there, and this one's turned down. So this family has no plans to change. They're still doing the same shit that didn't work in the first place. They haven't learned a damn thing. They haven't moved on. Something like that, you know. Smell the roses, slow down, take some time out for you, Pisces. You're in the middle of this, a lot of you. But there's a lot of scenarios, like I said. Oh, yeah, just, wow. It's very disappointing. Yeah, look at, thank you, Spirit, for, I can't make that up. Look at the sadness and the disappointment, you know? King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is disappointed that he or she is getting recognized through divination. And they're sad. Yeah. Why are they sad? They don't want this person to rise. They don't want this person to be healthy. And I mean, they don't want, but it could also be regret. I don't know. Maybe they are in regret and won't admit it deep down. The devil energy, I was just going to say that too. I cannot believe how on target my spirit guides are with me today. Being bound and chained and obsessive. Look at letting go, and then you got bound. Letting go, bound. Earth, bound. These energies, I'm so glad that somebody brought this up in one of my videos last week. Oh, I got the Chariot too. I'll be over here. That a lot of times I say, you know how to get rid of the dark, and then I light a lighter and I'm like, here, shine them the light. Well, in a lot of ways, I'm glad this person pointed it out, because in that retrospect of what I was talking about is very true, but it doesn't dissolve the devil energy. It will never dissolve. This energy has been on this planet before civilization. Okay? Do your research. It's thousands and thousands and thousands of years old. Pretty smart after being on this planet, right? They can be very deceiving. Yeah. Somebody's letting go of this shit. They don't want this person to, you know, I don't know. They want to blackmail this person somehow. Maybe they have to give this person an inheritance, and they're going to blackmail them to get it back. I mean, why? You know, now we got the Mother of Cups down. We had the Father of Cups down here. It's a dual partnership. These people are very, very hateful. They're very unhealed, very unstable, could be very, very depressed. You know, I'm sorry to say. It's very sad what we're going through here on this planet. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. There's an opportunity here being presented, but there's no plans. I don't feel like they're making plans with this opportunity. Show me what I need to see. We have the Nine of Wands down. We have the Star. One more, please. And Ace of Wands. Okay. Mother of Swords. Queen of Swords. You think it's that High Priestess vibe? I do. Standing in their truth, standing strong, wise, you know, learning, but also teaching. Maybe. You know, I don't feel like that Mother of Swords is playing. They're standing in their truth. Okay, that's what I'm getting out of that. Things are happening. This could be a car or travel or something, because it has to do with that Chariot. You know, somebody's chariot, but something's moving fast. Somebody's starting to understand. They're starting to understand, and underneath it all, it's wish fulfillment. Somebody's wishes. More than likely, my higher vibrationals. Yep, Ten of Swords. They're very hateful. They hate being rock bottom. If you want to get out of it, get aligned. Get good with Jesus, man, or whatever you want to call it. I call it the Most High Source, but I'm very pro Jesus. You know what I mean? We all look up, you know? A lot of people ask me, are you pagan? I'm like, no, I'm not pagan. I'm into pagan stuff and I'm learning about it, but I'm also Buddhist. I was brought up Catholic. Um, if I knew more about the Maoris, I may be Maorian, Hindu. I mean, I'm spiritual, period. Right? I may have a fascination with castles, but I believe in all of it. You know, it all makes sense once you learn this stuff, right? Anywho, Nine of Wands down. Somebody wants to free themselves from this out of balance family. They want to give up. Trying to stay optimistic through these times. Very important, right? Staying balanced, staying optimistic. The Star and the Magician. Well, I like this vibe. This very literally, on one hand, this magician could be a star or in the limelight somehow. On the other hand, it could be making your wishes come true because you are the creator, right? This is about healing. This is about wanting to free yourself. Well, if you want to free yourself, you have to heal from it. Learn your lessons, right? Wish fulfillment. I love this. And it is a healing vibe. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. But it is. Yeah. There's a new drive. There's a new passion for you coming. Be mindful, right? After not wanting to deal with something, right? You're going to have a new start somehow. Okay? I hope you are, Pamela. Free yourselves from this shit. Some of these energies on this planet are so wicked, there's not a word for it. Like I was saying in the beginning, I want everybody to backtrack to the very, very beginning because these times, StarSeeds, get to your stations. You're being called. Show me what I need to see. I'm switching over. I'm going to give you a third deck here. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to make my reading a little longer today. So I'm going to use my Slovakian deck, which I am Slovak or part Slovak. So I kind of like this deck personally. The World Reversed and Judgment. Yeah, somebody understands now, but there's no closure, or that's what it's about. Something like that. This is the World Reversed. Now, maybe things need to be tidied up, whatever that means. I heard it. I'm thinking documents, or maybe it's these apologies or at least empathy or something that this group of people don't seem to have a whole lot of, and then we have Judgment. This is awakening to the truth. See, we're in these times. But this is a very judgy situation. People are under judgment. Oh yeah, trying to be civil is one thing, but you can't fight these energies sometimes. You got to rise above, man. Pamela, you got to rise above. Fuck these people. They're not worth your time at all. They're going to drain you of your energy, whether it's mentally or physically, your resources. They'll do whatever they can do these days, and they'll take anybody down with them. It's pretty pathetic. So you got to really concentrate on your inner strength. Get your spirituality strengthened if you're not a very spiritual person, right? But yeah, Judgment is here. These are the times, people. People are waking up to the truth. Yeah, the grand awakening, this big awakening. A lot of trauma. We got to release PTSDs, bad memories, whatever that is, right? This Empress has. But I feel like I feel like this Empress had a lot of trauma, a lot of trauma. And, maybe they had to do what they had to do. And now people are coming into the understanding. That's possible too. Knight of Wands down. So we have Seven of Cups down here, the illusion's out. So, whatever that grand facade was, or the grand illusion, or whatever that was, it's seen, it's publicly recognized, right? It's publicly recognized that they hate this High Priestess. The hate. Sit down. King of Swords is here. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. I don't feel like this King of Swords and this King of Pentacles is really, I feel like, it's painful. Ton of Swords with the Knight of Cups. They freaking need to apologize. I'm not even sure if we're talking about a situation that apologies can actually fix a situation, but, I'm feeling that justice with that Judgment card, and I things need to be made fair. And technically, that's what he's supposed to be about, right? The fairness, the equality level, right? But, I don't know, like, how that's going to play out for you. Knight of Wands, they want messages to stop. They want to blackmail somebody. Or whatever this movement is, they want it to stop. They want that fire out. Yeah, absolutely hate this person. Well, they hated this person before, I feel. And if they still hate this person, then that's on them. Fuck them. Right? It's hard. But if that's how they are, then fuck them. Deal with your own shit. Fucking hateful bitches on this planet. Yeah, you're not taking me down. Look at this warrior. A lot of fire behind him. I am battled. I am bruised. I am broken. And I'm still gonna go on. StarSeeds, get to your stations. Three of Coins down. Father of Cups down. Queen of Cups down. Yeah. They stopped building on whatever they're doing. They're drowning. A lot of these people are in guilt and regret. I just don't know if it's everyone out there. So, but they have stopped, which means that something's working, right? Page of Wands, this child has some piss and vinegar. Dead center in the reading. Stay optimistic, Pisces. You should. You should. This page has a life to live, man. Stay optimistic. Ace of Cups down. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. We already said how much hate is in this reading. How much envy. Yeah. This family with this devil energy, they better expect to be reincarnated again on this planet, because these are the times. I don't know. This hateful. We don't want a authoritative whatever is too much. Something. I'm not sure yet. Show me what I need to see. Knight of Coins. Blackmail. Yeah, they want to take the opportunity. They want to come forth as slow as it's been. Because, Pentacles, how slow of a vibe they are. So some of you may feel like this has taken forever, right? The Devil, Four of Pentacles, letting go of the bondage or whatever that is, and taking the opportunity. Blackmail right over it. Wow, they really hate this person. They don't want them to have anything. If they could take the air that they breathe away, they would. This is sickening. Show me what I need to see. From my point of view, reading this, you know. Strength reversed. Yeah, they're weak AF. Scared, timid, weak. Moving on, moving forth is wish fulfillment. However, and understanding the whole thing, right? Understanding the whole thing. 7 of Wands down. Yeah, they're scared. They don't have defense. See, there's no defense. They're weak. Yeah, because this way, look at him. He's above the wands, and who's attack. He, you know, he can like, he's got the power, right? But here, yeah, they're being judged, and they have no defense. But they've stopped, however, which is about time, whatever that is to you. They stopped something. They don't really want to do this. They feel like they have to. So whatever they're coming in to do, I feel is a trick. It's blackmail. Because once again, their tactics didn't work before, but they're not changing. So they're going to continue with the tactic. I feel like it's going to end up being a fucking big old turn of the tables here. You know, Page of Swords down, 4 of Cups down. Yeah. Some people were not thinking, you know, some of these people were kids when this went down. And kids are not guilty if they're kids. In my book, ever. Period. They may have had to deal with shit and see shit and go through the trauma of it all, unfortunately. But it's not their fault because you're a child, you're innocent, you don't know what's really happening, right? Until now, the understanding happens. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Page of Swords down. Could be word witchery here. Yeah, kind of like a turning of the table, like I was saying. I'm surprised. I don't have a Wheel of Fortune card down, but you know, very uninformed, staying optimistic, they want to confuse maybe, you know. I have a lot of pages, I have a lot of kings and queens, there's a lot of energies here. It's actually kind of confusing for me to put, like, you know, we may be dealing with, you know, different couples and kids, right? So, and this one big family, you know, is deceitful and hurtful and harmful and hateful and envious over this money and inheritance, and it's or whatever. And it could be a spiritual inheritance as well, because the envy and the jealousy on this planet is unending. The lower vibed energies, they are just unforgiving. They're relentless. King of Swords, relentless. You know, divination right over this. Wishing upon a star, making things right, doing your own healing, you know, and there it is, wish fulfillment. Bingo. I like it, Pisces. I'm getting goosebumps. Congratulations. Something's going to be very fulfilling. There's some kind of wish coming. It's going to give you a lot of drive, a lot of passion after all of this. Very, very, very difficult situation for some of you. Three of Swords. Everything I say in these cards has to do. Somebody was crushed. Somebody's heart was broken. Ding, 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 ding. Second 3 of Cups on the table. All right, so I'm going to use my familiar deck. Oops, where is it? Over here. Yeah, my familiar deck. Show me. This is for Pisces, my fishies. Ravens and determination. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies should you need to. Oops, I'm over in the wrong area. Oh, there it is. All right, check it out. It is from the great void that I have flown in with supernatural determination that would serve you well as you face adversities. Mystery and magic of the ancient ones call upon my macabre presence to help and support you through these dark times. Hold on 1 minute. I'm going to shut this blind. Okay. It's starting to blind me. Mystery and magic of the ancient ones call upon my macabre presence to help and support you through these dark times. From my elevated perch, I have observed those who fear you and have watched each time you've been knocked back. Heavy responsibilities have caused misgivings, and you yet continue to carry the burden of wisdom and knowledge that others would desire and begrudge. Let the key to your success be persistence. As you rise up in the face of difficulties, allow my black wings to support you as we fly high above any obstacles. My piercing call summons the ancestors for protection while they banish actions birthed from black thoughts. Stand strong as a courier of raven magic, as a carrier of raven magic. And never let anyone ruffle your feathers as you fearlessly call light into the darkness with great tenacity. Pull it in. My starseeds and my light workers to your stations. Yeah. Here's another little side note. You are about to learn a valuable lesson. Magic is in the air. Ding, 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 ding. Didn't I say that? Yeah. Visions and prophecy are gifted to you. Rid yourself of inner fears. Use your wits. Make your voice heard, and don't let others make a meal of you. Something special is about to happen. Oops. Okay. I'm going to give you another one. I'm going to give you a wisdom card. Hex and banishment. This is I can totally see why and how and everything why this came out, because everything is a family curse, or was a family curse, I believe. But check it out and don't forget to flip and flop. Hex comes as a warning sign for you to be wary of unwanted energies that are being directed your way. Whether you have felt drained of late or have experienced a prickly feeling, you can be sure that when Hex turns up, you have some vital banishing to do. Be sure to check in with your feelings so that you can determine what and who is sucking the life force out of you and directing negative energy your way. Do not be fearful. Instead, be strong and turn any negativity into positive personal power. This is a time for you to take a second, take a stand, and say no more. Look more deeply into situations and don't take much on face value. Tread carefully and keep watch for enemies who lurk in the shadows. Your discernment right now gives you a second sight, so trust your instincts and go for the kill. Hex urges you to release, get rid of, and banish anything that prevents you from walking your true path. You are protected when you heed this omen. Ignore it at your peril. Yeah. People are fucking evil in this world, and they don't care. All right. So fuck them. The Clover. Well, I'm getting goosebumps. You've got a lot of good omens here after this crazy ass reading. Very cool. 5 of clubs with the Clover even. 9 of hearts. Yeah, it's a symbol of riches when near, and it dictates the wealth by inheritance or trade. So it's definitely talking about somebody's inheritance. They want to keep it from them or blackmail them from it or something. Somebody is not doing well, I'm sorry to say. The five of spades, we got a lot of fives, a lot of tens, a lot of, I mean, this is very, very relevant for some, you know. There is a chance to avert evil, however. There's a chance to avert it. You want to? You will. Period. Show me. One more, thank you. The moon, again, a fantastic omen out of this nightmare. This moon in this card, after the shade, after what was hidden, right? Because technically that's what the moon means. But in this deck, the moon, when near, is a good omen. It predicts fortune. And when it's distant, it's exposure of the secrets. Whatever was hidden has now come to light in this moon card. And there's some money coming for you. There is something. There's some kind of maybe if it's not money, could it be like something handed through the family? All right, Grandma, what do you have for Pisces? Take 3, 4, whatever. Show me. One more. Show me. Thank you. Okay. Fidelity, falseness, love. You are loyal to someone. Are they really loyal to you? Is my question. Because falseness is here. This is German, Italian, English, and I think Slovak. I'm not sure. It's all about love, or lack thereof, that I always seem to say. And it's about a female. Somebody is a sweetheart, after all. That's what that's saying. What else? I guess I'll give you an elf card and we will close this out. I thought I had my I can't even talk right now. This reading really has me all over the place. Whatever. I had my other deck, but apparently it's not in front of me after all, so I'm not going to use it. This is my rune deck. I was going to give you a rune, but I don't know where I put it. Show me. First one on the table. The Dancing Shadows. I've never seen this card yet. It says, if I can read this, the only thing about these cards is the writing is so vague. Embrace change and the fluidity of life. There's a lot of miracles coming for you, a lot of good omens, Pisces, out of this. So just know it. Just know it. These are your messages. Be cool, be kind, be patient, and just be a good human. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I wish everybody the best through these times, and I will see you soon with your next messages. Ciao.